All right, Leo, can you just what?
You're sign
Which one was
minutes.
this? I didn't see the minutes.
It was there.
I want to make a copy.
Leo, can you go ahead and call the order? Please?
Call the order. Okay, turn it on.
Ready to go?
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello. You like the floor?
Scott.
Right on the table, right over there, right next door.
Where did all the tables go that were over there?
In the back.
That's table.
There's some in the back, in a storeroom.
Okay, so that's enough space.
You wanna go through this today?
Oh, no, I don't know. Well,
Signature folder.
Did put a sticker in it too, if I could show you.
yield tax.
Yield tax, one, yield tax. I don't have to say the lot number, do I?
No.
And we have some timber tax, two of them. This is another one for current use updating for a forest storage ship on Providence Lake Road.
I think that's supposed to be part of that. Oh, no, okay.
This one's a little different, is that why not?
Yes.
So that one you guys did approve, that's an abatement, you approved a couple weeks ago. After looking into it, the amount was a lot higher than what the bill was, so we're just asking for a reapproval. And if you could just say the map and lot with this one, whether.
Say what again?
If you
Map
say
and
the
lot
map
number.
and lot and the approval with that one, I'd appreciate it.
I'm trying to see them. Yeah, I see the map number.
And the lot's 109
Okay.
-1.
Map ID 109-001-062, lot
That's 109.
109.
I mean, it's
Yeah, lot,
map 109, lot 001.
001, yeah. Got it, thank you. I should have wrote it down here. And, Charlie Rogers?
That is just, the update after the review, I believe, from correctly, kind of
From
matched.
KRT?
Yeah,
Yeah,
KRT
so,
went down, matched up with the cabins and the cards and,
so there's a total of 55, quote, cabins, or
Right,
lots,
yeah.
or whatever. Okay. Make a motion to approve the manifest dated September 11th, 2025 in the amount of $31,565.18.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to approve the manifest dated September 18th, 2025 in the amount of $85,569.96.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve the Board of Selectmen minutes dated September 2nd, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have mail?
the
Right there.
letter from Stanford.
Oh, so,
Water testing will be performed on the 18th.
yep. So this is for the landfill, for the water testing. It was supposed to be the 15th, but it's gonna be accomplished the 18th. So Santex is our supplier, or
Contractor.
contractor, I should say. Selectmen reports.
Okay. Besides attending meetings along with my co-selectmen, we've attended several. We're going to be attending a community open house at the school tomorrow night, just to let everybody know, all of us.
What time
Everyone
is
is
that?
welcome. That's at
5:30.
5:30 to 7 o'clock at the elementary school. Tomorrow's building committee meeting is canceled. Because of that, it conflicts with the time of that open house, so there will be no building committee meeting. The building committee is moving right along. Last meeting, we got some plans from one of the companies.
Patco.
Patco, we're waiting for, Lester and,
IBC.
IBC. We just go to give that different letters. Hopefully we will have that next week. I do believe Patco said that they will have the estimates. I don't have Tyler or, JT here to update for Lester. And Elliot, from what I understand, he got in touch with me. They're trying to work out the sprinklers. That's what they're stuck on right now, but that should be complete by next week. So we are moving forward. We are getting there, slowly but surely. Certainly, the public is welcome to come. The next meeting will be on the 24th at 5:30. If you can, please come. Give us some input. And that's about it
What's the agenda
for
How was
tomorrow.
Steel Rio go?
The agenda for tomorrow?
at the school?
Oh, at the school, it's just a community, the school is hosting an open house community.
Different organizations.
All the nonprofits have been invited to the school, and different organizations can have all of their information out for the whole community of the school, the school community.
Parents.
So the parents and neighbors. So I know the police department is bringing some helmets for the kids. I don't know what other departments are, but certainly they did open it up as an open house.
Okay.
So it should be very entertaining and interesting and educational.
Thank you.
See what our school's doing. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
Work on Pond River Road has moved forward. The stumps, last I checked this morning, hadn't been picked up, but they had all been pulled. The culvert has been replaced and the header's been put in place. I was on site several different times, have gotten pictures for the reporting that needs to be done with the state. And they will be moving to ditching. They're going to haul in some gravel, some fill, some material, and grade it as soon as the ditching is done. Kevin's gonna grade it. I would recommend, and hopefully you guys will support this, I do know that we had a line item for calcium chloride application. We have approximately $4,000 left in that. That won't be quite enough, but in order to get through the rest of this season before snow flies, I still think we should spray it. We don't necessarily have to take it out. We can take out what's left. Let's just say it's $5,000. If we take the $4,000 out of what's left in that budget and $1,000 out of the material, I think one could articulate that that is a material. So we could take that out of the material line item if you guys are open to that. I think we need to do the dust control.
The whole road.
Yeah, because the whole road's gonna get graded, so that would stir that up. It has been very dry, very little rain. You count on that rain. The whole reason why you do magnesium or calcium application is it draws in any kind of moisture and helps keep the dust down. Well, eventually that does wear out when you get no moisture at all. So I think we should apply that. So if you guys are open to that when they put down gravel and grade it, to do another application on that road to carry us through the rest of the season.
Agree.
Especially if we have the money.
The rest of the roads are holding up. There was some storm, because unfortunately, when it did rain, it rained hard one day. So we did have a couple of minor washouts. Colquitt Hill Road, Snow Road, an area on Clough Road had to be addressed, and those have been taken care of. The bridge is all cleaned up. The signs, I'm waiting for the signs to come in and to be notified that they're ready for the final signage. And we were able to create a sign that's going to sit at the intersection of Nutter Road, Granite Road. So if you're coming up Nutter Road and you get to Granite Road, obviously Granite Road goes left to right to the out of service bridge. And this will, kind of like when you see in a hotel when you get off the elevator and it says, rooms 1 through 160 are this way and one, 171, one whatever this way, 161 this way. So there'll be a sign there that will help with emergency services, deliveries and things of that nature. The culvert has been replaced on Nutter Road. That was, there's been a plate across the road. So that got replaced last Wednesday, first. That's all taken care of.
How about the beavers on the Hobbs Road?
So we do have beaver problems on Hobbs Road. Our trapper left me a message yesterday. I did try to call him back last night, but it must have been past his bedtime because he didn't answer the phone and didn't call me back. So I don't know what the latest update is there, but it's the only water problem we have in the town. No pressure, but because everything else is bone dry. But it just so happens that there is water sitting there. So maybe at some point in time we'll get an update on what the status of that is. That's a small culvert on Hog Road. But, I don't think I would be me if I didn't say something about all of the comments, the emails, the chatter on social media about the reevaluation. Please, 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 if anybody's watching this, get the word out. If you have a question, you have a comment, please don't email individual selectmen. That's not effective. We want comments, we want concerns, we want the conversation to be on record. And I think it would be more accurate information if all of our heads are here to answer some of these questions and concerns. And just wait, it's there's information here. Elena created a binder that is a basic, real quick explanation of what transpired, what the reevaluation meant, what it's going to mean. That binder is available in the hallway of the town office.
Right next to the kiosk.
Right next to the kiosk, for people to view that may answer some of those questions, but please don't jump to conclusions. Please don't put your house on the market until we have a chance to get all the facts out there and people realize what the impact is actually truly going to be and what it all means. We don't want to see people doing a mass exodus of town. It's scary. I get that. And for anybody that thinks that we catered to anybody or any dynamic or demographic or out of staters or anything of that nature, I pay taxes too. We all pay taxes. So it impacts us too. So we're right there with you all, and just let's, if you have any questions, please reach out to us and not just do it on social media, because the more it spins, it seems like the worse it gets in some instances. So that's all. And obviously the new floors, and working here last Thursday and Friday with the other selectmen and all of the staff moving furniture to accommodate for the flooring company, and long overdue, huge improvement. And no, the reevaluation just happened to be a happy coincidence that came out. This was already planned, and it's certainly at $17,000 is not the less than 17. Sorry, 12,000. Sorry, 12,000. We had 7. Yeah, I was thinking of
The other quote, I got you.
the other quote.
Part of the savings is us doing the work, moving the furniture.
Moving the furniture, exactly.
Right. But I mean, that's a far cry. That had nothing to do with the reval. That
No.
reval has to happen by state statute every 5 years. That's out of our control. It has to happen. It's out of our control. Now I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah, to jump on with Chris, yeah, we probably put about 16 hours here, or more than that, 20 hours working here, floors, stuff. At the recycle center, the pad's all finished. They already moved the container off, steel container, we dropped a new one on, so everything looks good. Everything's finished. plus with the meetings we had the week prior to that, plus a couple last week, so. Been busy, been a bit, very busy 2 weeks, so, on top of that, we'll move on. Caitlin, please.
All right. As I said, the floors, us, staff here at the town offices are very happy with the floors. They did a great job, and thank you to the selectmen and, for assisting us with doing all the moving, even with a short notice. Did send out budget sheets to boards and departments. With that being said, town emails are currently down at the moment. So if you have a board, town, department email, it is currently being worked on. We're getting in touch with our IT company to see what's going on. But in case you log on and you're sitting there wondering what's going on, we are aware of it and we're trying to get that going, working again. Where am I? Worked on some figures for the barn preservation discussion. That'll be happening a little bit later. And let's see. Obviously with budget sheets, I'm currently awaiting the health insurance numbers so that way I can get that prepped. They expect that information to be out by October 7th. And also, you know, with the letters of the revaluation, and to, you know, hop on that conversation, I've definitely fielded a lot of emails and calls regarding it. I am aware that some people have tried calling that number and there's been issues with contacting that phone number. Yes,
Can I interrupt you real quick?
yes.
Shouldn't I see our voices going with that when we're talking?
Sure.
You should.
Did you hit the mute button or did you turn the sound
No.
on yet?
It's
Sounds on.
that. I'll test it. Hold on. Sorry. I apologize, everyone. I'm gonna test.
No, I know that Heidi utilizes that for minutes and it's gonna
No,
be
I appreciate it.
ineffective if,
Yeah, it is.
so we
Alright.
may have to recreate the first 20 minutes of this. Turn the sound on.
Working.
Okay. Perfect.
Now that we know sound's on, good. Like I said, with the revaluation, I've definitely fielded some calls. A lot of people, a lot of residents have expressed to me the issues with the phone number of constant ringing, no voicemail, and I have expressed that to KRT a few times. Anyone who's watching who is still experiencing that number, please reach out to me and I'll get your name and number and get that over to them for any appointment set up and that stuff. I was also just alerted that the email should be all set now, so other than that, I'm all set.
Yeah, I was looking at it, you have to sign in though, it seems like there's a couple steps you have to sign in.
Alright, well, we'll work on
On
that,
that later.
we'll get that all together. If
it's,
you have issues, let me or JT know and,
I think it's the code number we gotta put in.
Is that a generic issues?
sorry,
I have all kinds of issues. What do you mean?
email please.
Alright,
Email.
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Your favorite,
Everybody else did.
your favorite.
Thank you, Caitlin.
No problem, thanks.
Business, 21 Ironworks, barn preservation easement.
Would you like me to take control of this
Yes, please.
conversation first? Could you just hand me the giant packet that I
This one?
have? Yep, right in there, thank you. Alright, so back on June 24th, the Board of Selectmen had voted to approve a discretionary preservation easement for a property located at 21 Ironworks Road here in Effingham. Between now and then, we've had a lot of research to go through. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these, and with the new staff, the new company, we want to make sure everything was correct. With that being said, our assessor from KRT had stated that this easement is only for the barn and the land under the barn. So it's not the whole property, it's just that structure there. So the assessment for that barn and the land underneath it is totaling $58,400. So that's their total assessment currently for that portion. Now at this point, the owner's been very patient, awaiting to know what the amount is. The easement's usually for a minimum of 10 years, so, there's definitely some laws that they could reapply, and stuff like that, but it is a minimum of 10 years that this easement and this, exemption, so to speak, will last. So, sorry, excuse me. With this being said, I broke it down into 25%, 50%, and 75%, just to give a few different options. 75% of that 58,000 would be 43,800. 50% would be 29,200, and 25% would be 14,600. That would be sorry, I can't think of the word. Deducted from that 58,000, so they'd be responsible.
Say that
for-
numbers again?
So 75% is 43,800.
Deductible.
Yes, so it'd be the 54, subtract the 43,000.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I
And then
got it.
whatever's left is what they'd get taxed on. The 50% was 29,200, and 25% is 14,600. So at this time, what we need is we need the board to decide on an amount. That way we can alert the owner of 21 Ironworks Road and the assessor, to start that process.
Discussion.
So for clarity and conversation purposes, because I have people ask this question a lot, it's just like, this is an abatement. So veterans exemptions, elderly exemptions and abatements and things like that, kind of the same thing. Let's say it was 25%, 14,600 is what that, they're paying on 14,000, a valuation of 14,000, right?
No,
The reduction.
14,000 off the 58.
14,600.
43.8.
So it'll be 43,800 is actually what they're paying tax on.
correct.
So it's 43,800 times our current tax rate for the year.
So
And
it's,
that's actual dollar amount of reduction.
so this is just what they would reduce that barn as.
14,000.
So then whatever they reduce that barn as, so say you do the 25% and now it's assessed at 43,800. That 43,000, it will be whatever the tax rate is, so for, just the fun of it. Say it's $25 for a tax rate, it'd be $25 per thousand of that 43 that they would be taxed on.
So what is that? What is that dollar amount?
Give me 1 second, cause I didn't do that figure.
So easy math is 43,800 times, say it's 25, but it's not gonna, it's 27.
What is it?
Something, 62?
Yeah.
So if it was 25, for the fun of it, be 1,075.
Off his taxes.
Well, I was doing for the 43, which was the 40, if you went, these numbers are starting to confuse me.
That's at
Sorry.
25%.
That would be at 25%, so it
At
would
45.
deduct 14,000, meaning they would be taxed on 43,000. So 25,
On that.
$25 for a tax rate per thousand of that, which if it was 43, it would come up to 1,000, just over 1,000 per.
That they would be paying less than the town of Effingham.
That they
No,
would be
that would be
paying.
their tax.
We'd be
That would
paying
be their
that,
tax.
we'd be
That would
paying
be
that much
their
less.
tax.
3,700.
They'd be paying that much less.
Okay, so you did the opposite, sorry. I was going for what would be taxed.
So
but-
what would, the reduction in taxes would be 3,700.
Because the reason why I asked this is, the reason behind this is there has to be a community benefit
Correct.
for this type of easement.
Mhm.
Right?
Correct, for
So
that
is
use
it-
as well as preservation.
So can we say that there's a benefit to the town on it is a public way, but it's a dead end street, so what is the benefit to the town to have this barn restored? Because it's it means finances for the owner. So what benefit is that to the rest of the town if they're paying $3,700 less in their taxes?
Is part of the plan that they're supposed to restore the barn?
So, yeah, so part of it is when you have a discretionary, is you're trying to preserve the barn.
Okay.
So it's reducing your taxes to
To-
help preserve and put
incentive.
money, yes.
It's an incentive,
But
right?
is there a program that how do we verify that 10 years from now that it's
Being
been
done.
Restored it,
Yeah.
preserved it.
State had a program like that working, I don't know if it's still doing it there. Where you would apply for it and say that you were trying to restore.
But this is what, well, this is part of it.
Looking to see if they have anything on the RSA that.
I mean, that sounds like an incredible amount of money.
Because you figure that would be then over 10 years.
I mean, is that realistic? I mean, what's the total assessment on the property?
On the whole property.
Oh, this is
Three,
the old
The new
one.
one or the old one?
I think the
We
new
don't
one.
have the current, we don't have, well, yeah.
The new
assessment.
proposed assessment, I think, is in the 350s. If I'm correct.
I got it here.
Oh, you do have it? Awesome.
I mean, that just seems like an awful, I mean, is that, no offense, Leo. I'm just trying to wrap my head around that math. $4,000 off just for that barn?
It's the
I
new
mean, what
set.
is their total tax liability?
World.
That's the new.
That's the new one,
Yeah.
that's the old.
They're gonna be taxed on 43,800, correct?
That's the house that was.
If you do.
Yeah, no, but I mean, what are they paying property taxes now?
Well, it's, the last tax bill was
I
based,
mean, that's more than half their taxes. That doesn't sound right. That math doesn't sound right. Does that math sound right to anybody? Scott, you're a math guy.
this is evaluation.
I know,
So,
but
just reading from the New Hampshire Preservation Alliance, which discusses a little bit from RSA 79-D, which is the law that has to do with these preservation easements. So pretty much when they're doing this, where did I just read that though? Oh gosh, hold on. They're demonstrating the public benefit of preserving their barns or other old farm buildings while agreeing to maintain their structures through a minimum of a 10-year renewable easement. In return, the municipality provides a tax relief of 25 to 75% of the full assessed value of the building and the land underneath it. And importantly, the assessment will not increase as a result of maintenance or repair work that is being performed while it's in fact. It does not say here anywhere that someone checks this out or looks into it.
do you see my question there, Leah? That's the total tax liability for them, right?
Right here, yes.
And we're proposing abating $14,000.
No.
No.
What was the total value of the barn and the
The
lot?
total value of the barn and the land underneath the barn is $58,400.
Minus
$14,000.
14,600, right? Which is 25%.
Right? So if you take the total liability, the total assessment, no matter how you skin it, this is just on the barn, but it's still $14,000 off the entire property.
Right.
Because this may be just on the barn, but you're getting an abatement
But
just
you're
on the
right.
barn, but your total
your
is
total-
$14,000 off the total. And the math that you showed a reduction of 2,000, that they'd only be liable for $2,000 worth of property taxes. They'd get almost a $4,000 break. I'm just saying that, I don't, it's easy for me to sit here and play armchair quarterback,
36.
because I don't know how to calculate it myself.
Yes.
Just a question. I think Caitlin said, but just for clarity, is this a one-time deduction, or is this is every year for the next 10 years?
So this is a 10-year agreement, so the assessment will not rise in that 10 years, no matter if they're putting money into it.
But
the break.
that we're talking about?
It's every year for 10 years.
Yes, every year
So
for
it's
10 years.
25% off that for 10 years.
So I was trying to compare it to,
Am I making sense what I'm trying to say?
I understand where you're going with it. I'm just trying to get the figures right now.
What is the total amount that they're paying now?
so in my mind, I was trying to compare it to somebody that has.
It's not coming out right here.
Which is also for the public, this is good, but that's a lot bigger discount.
Well, Effingham does have 6 currently of these discretionary,
And they're all the same piece of property
they're on the same piece of property,
On
but
a
it's
state
on
highway.
a state road, yes.
and it's currently a farm, a working farm, active farm,
Correct.
Or the only,
that has not stopped being a farm
Right.
Correct.
Are the only options 25, 50, and 75? You can't,
25, between 25 and 75,
you
correct?
can't,
That's
Go for
the law
less?
state, no, law states 25 to 75.
So there's about, at 14,600, you know, figure $27.62. That's what, excuse me, $3,650 is your reduction at 25%.
How much did you say, I'm sorry?
Excuse me. Yeah, you're right, 14,600, right? You said?
14,600, right, is what the, that's how much comes off.
That would be how much that comes off, which
So
brings it to 43.
43.8 is what they would pay.
So it'd be about $403 reduction in taxes. On 14, because you can figure out 2762 minus 14. That's 386. That's $400-something.
So that would bring it to, if they were just paying for that barn for 43,000, say it's a feature, they list them as features, that feature would be $1,209.70.
Right. But the reduction from the tax, from the abatement for having the old barn would be almost $400 on top, off your total tax bill.
Your total tax bill, I didn't do the math to that, but
I did.
I'm sure that's, yep.
Yeah. It's about $400 coming off the tax bill.
So if that's $4,000 over 10 years at the current tax rate, I get
Right,
that, but
right.
Correct.
that's,
So for
That's, yeah,
that,
today's.
so, right, so we still have to, we are tasked with, you know, saying that that is a public benefit.
Well, after the 10 years, you'll be able to do a full assessment on the rehab bond.
If it's rehabbed.
If it's rehab. No guarantee.
If the bond's sitting there, you just give it a full assessment.
Well,
Right.
this easement, they're supposed to, according to that law, what I just read,
That's what
they're
we-
supposed to be in an agreement to maintain and preserve that barn. That's the whole point of this. Now, looking into that, I don't see anywhere that who enforces it, how they enforce it, I don't see that in the law.
So the barn's 200 years old, they can just leave it like it is, and still, as long as you put a paint job on the outside, roof on it,
As
you're
long as
good.
they maintain it,
as
they
long
get
as they
that
maintain it,
400,
right, to preserve.
roughly $400
Maintain
off.
it, which would be preserving it while they're maintaining it, not not restoring it,
Right,
but
just preserve,
preserving.
to preserve it.
Right. So you figure over 10 years, what did you say, $4,000?
Well, if it's
Yeah,
$400 off every year,
So $4,000 over 10 years to, like you say, paint it or whatever, to preserve it. It's not unreasonable when you think about it.
it's not unreasonable.
For the cost, I'm saying, for them to,
For the cost,
for
right.
them
But
to.
my point is the public benefit, that's the key.
Oh, that's.
How do those three?
Benefits to the landowner.
Right,
Yeah, how does
Of course it
it benefit those three in the audience as well for us to sacrifice this $400 a year? So that we can all enjoy the longevity of this barn, and I can appreciate and I understand the concept of this.
yeah, but it's not
Ability.
saying it is on the dead end road.
I mean, it's,
There's a lot of old barns.
Yeah, they're on.
right, so at what point in time do we set a precedence that this is gonna become the new thing? A lot of old barns that, I mean, it's not 200 years old, but there's a barn on my family's property that's
We got some right in Lord's Hill.
absolutely gorgeous,
Lord's Hill.
so, and those 7, it's one property. It just had to be 7 barns in that one property, but it's an active farm. And I don't think, I mean, in that law or anywhere, does it state that they have to preserve it and it has to be a barn? I don't believe so, right?
Does it?
I didn't hear that, so.
The one I read on Preservation Alliance, I think did specifically state a barn.
And
Yeah, so they say New Hampshire's barn tax incentive program, which is the same RSA that applies to this.
And I mean, absolutely can't stress this enough. I'm not saying that these people or anybody else in town would ever do this, but there's rules that say that they have to, for 10 years, they have to preserve this barn. They can let the house fall apart and fall down around it. What benefit is that? Oh, look at that beautiful barn. The house collapsed 5 years ago.
So it does say, and I'm sorry, Chris, I'm just getting to that answer. It does say demonstrate the public benefit of preserving their barn or other older farm buildings.
How
So-
old is the farm building?
I don't see that, but it does state that they have to agree to maintain them throughout a minimum of 10 years.
1850s.
Yeah, but hasn't it been, well, modernized?
No.
No.
The one next door either.
Fortunately, the state wanted to save all these bonds, but they're not helping the towns to help them, you know? If the state picked up the $400 each, that's fine, but
Scott, you have anything?
Yeah, based on what Caitlin just read, wouldn't the onus be on the owners to say how it's gonna be a benefit to the community before you make a decision?
Did they put that in their application?
Well, they did in their presentation because we had a public hearing on it.
So, I see here, yep, alright, so describe how the
That's what
historic,
I'm saying, I found a lot of cool stuff, but
Mm.
consider to share with everybody.
yeah, so this is the reason for their public benefit. Contributes to the rural character of the town, promotes the agricultural heritage, is used for farming activities, enhances the scenic enjoyment of the general public.
Well, it's not a working farm, correct?
No. It's not
Because
visible.
that part is not there.
That sounds like it came from ChatGPT.
Shall provide a demonstrated public benefit if it provides at least one of the following public benefits. This is according to the law.
Okay.
There's a scenic enjoyment of the structure by the general public, from a public way or from public waters. The structure is historically important on a local, regional, state, or national level,
That's
either
historic.
independently or within a historic district. The structure's physical or aesthetic features contribute to the historic or cultural integrity of a property listed on or determined eligible for listing on the National Register of Historic Places, State Register of Historical Places, or locally designated historic district. Those are the three qualifications for it
My
being a
personal
public
opinion, they don't meet
benefit.
the qualifications.
There'd only be one that would be a very slim possibility.
The only one is the scenic enjoyment of the
enjoyment, right.
structure by the general public from public way or from public waters.
That
Right.
again,
The
that's
only way to
slight.
view it from a public way, sorry to cut you off,
Yeah, go ahead,
sorry,
Okay.
please.
is to impede the flow of traffic on a dead-end street. I know
dead-end
that
street,
sounds
yeah.
ridiculous, but you literally would have to be parked in the roadway. There's no shoulder there, there's no, it's,
And you basically only see a portion of the
you only
barn.
see a portion of the barn because of neighboring properties and,
It's not like the farm by the river.
correct.
Caitlin, is that easement transferable if they sell?
That I don't know, but I'm reading the law, and if I find that answer, Steve, I'll let you know.
You know,
So-
That I don't know right at this very
It's
moment.
a very good point, Steve.
Yes,
It's a very good point.
let me see.
You could end up, theoretically, we're going to theoretic things that could happen.
Mhm.
Yep.
Say in 5 years, it's okay, we're gonna sell this, right? So you save $2,000 at that point. The new owners come and they want an easement because of the bond for 10 years for them. So they do the same thing, only now it's gonna be at a different rate because the tax was going up. They could keep this leapfrogging forever, theoretically.
And I mean, realistically, we need to know the answer to that question, Steve, because as we've already identified, there's currently 7 barns that are getting this. They're all on the same piece of property, and it just so happens that piece of property is currently for sale. So we'd need to know that anyway, so.
Yeah.
Farm by the river is for sale.
It is?
Yep.
No.
I just thought I'd ask.
I love the place, don't get
Yeah,
me
the
wrong.
place is nice, sure.
But
You don't wanna buy it.
If I had Leah's money, I'd buy it in a second.
Farmer Chris.
I already have a farm. I'd love to have that. On a regular basis and Saturday, no, I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Any more?
Shut down traffic on 153.
I'm
still looking.
I'm just looking to see if I can find that answer. Oh, what's this?
Did we vote on this thing too? At that presentation?
I'm not sure if it was here or if it was in your aisle.
So, sorry, I'm going back on the conversations we've had.
No worries.
So now I know I didn't have exactly how they enforce it, who watches it, or where it reports to, if needed. So I see right here that if the owner shall fail to maintain the structure in conformity with the agreement or shall cause the structures to significantly deteriorate or be demolished or removed, the preservation easement shall be terminated and a penalty assessed in accordance with RSA 79-D:8. So if for some reason this was granted or with, any of the others that are granted, if you start to see, it deteriorate or not being maintained, there could be a penalty. Which I believe further, a little while, could be 20% of the full value or 15% of the full value. But yet, I'm still not seeing the answer for you, Steve. I might have to actually reach out to someone on that, cause it's not in the law.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge thing for me personally, but I think it is for the town to know
Yeah.
that is going on.
Yeah.
And I would wonder if, is it written in the law that is the easement, does it say it's given to the property, or does it say to the owners of the property?
I've seen quite a few things that state property owner.
Then okay, then
So
Then it
when they're
ends.
gone, they're gone,
Then it ends with the property owner.
right?
it can, quite honestly, the application they turn in is for the current owner. It's not for anyone else or just the property itself, it's for
Right.
that owner. So I agree with you, if there was, if it was for sale, I think it
Just
would
maybe to
be,
save you a bunch
It
of
would
phone
hurt
calls,
them.
that
Yeah.
actually says the easement is granted to the owner. Then the owner is the one who, if they sell, and that's gone, there's no more owner.
I don't see that there's a public benefit
June
to
24th,
doing this.
We voted on it.
And
correct,
And we voted to
correct.
if you
All
just,
kinds of New Hampshire
We voted on it once, to approve it, just not.
Yeah.
Because they.
It was
One person at a time, one person at a
Buy
time.
the place and tear it down, and then you don't pay anything, you just pay for the land now.
But we have enough discussions.
I would like to just add one thing. It was a public hearing on June 24th to discuss this,
I
when it was
not.
approved, yes, you
That's
went
right.
on vacation.
Yeah.
and we didn't approve it.
Yeah, we did.
It was voted on.
Mm-hmm.
To approve what?
So we had questions that night,
Let me,
and the question was, and I said this, is it only just the barn or the entire property?
okay, I do remember that, alright, hold on.
We did not vote to authorize anything. We were looking into it and we needed to have some answers to questions.
I remember that now, okay, hold on, let me just,
That's why we looked into that. That's why we had to get those answers to begin with. As I specifically said, is that just on the barn assessment or the entire property? Because that changed everything for me.
Do you have the minutes for the?
I have it right here, I'm reading it.
Okay,
Okay, so,
yeah, it does say
meets the
that,
criteria, but we'll discuss, we'll clarify what part of is being considered. Explain that they'll need to do research and discuss the easement before giving, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
nope,
before giving approval.
So it wasn't approved.
was not approved, it was tabled.
You can table it indefinitely now. Keep
Yeah.
it tabled indefinitely.
So with that being said, I take that back, I apologize.
Yeah. Of course.
I
I thought
thought it was
too.
approved,
I did too.
so I take that back, and now it needs to either one, be approved, denied, and if it's approved, an amount would need to be given. And then what will happen is we have to go ahead and approve, we'd have to send a reason and explanation as to why. And
To me, they can't articulate a public benefit to the, loss of, tax revenue that the rest, I mean, for every bit that we abate, the rest of
it's
us,
made up.
the rest of everybody else has to make that up. So they can't articulate a public benefit.
Make a motion to reject the abatement,
It's a discretionary preservation easement.
discretionary preservation easement. Gotta say the map number.
It is map 201,
201,
lot 59.
lot 59.
Second,
All in favor?
you wanna have, I'd like to have a
Discussions?
discussion. I'd like
Discussions?
to. You have any discussion? No? You good? Awesome.
Which, all in favor?
I said aye.
Louder.
Did I? I said aye.
Aye,
Aye.
Siemens, aye.
Racine, aye. Selectmen budgets, plan work session.
Me too.
You, you're on a roll.
I know, I'm on a roll today. So obviously we are now in the midst of budget season. Board of Selectmen have quite a few budgets themselves that they handle. I was looking at the calendar and I forgot what date I had in mind. Obviously there's no meeting tomorrow because of that, so I wouldn't do tomorrow anyway. The 24th, I know is a no-go because that's also busy. I was thinking October 1st before the building subcommittee to do,
When's the budget sheets need to be?
they need to be, so other departments will need to turn into me by September 25th. Our start of our budgets aren't until, Scott, back me up here.
October 7th.
Yeah, you guys,
We start October 7th?
for you, for the.
For the Board of Selectmen, I think the first one's October 14th.
October 7, we have a budget
We have a
meeting at six.
budget, yeah, October
6 o'clock.
7th.
But not for your budget.
Not for ours. Ours are mid-October.
Yeah,
into-
the first one.
Yeah.
for Zoning and planning.
Right.
And I'll have most of them prepared. Just more of the things, obviously, I would rather have the Board of Selectmen choose. Like health and payroll expenses, I got that, I have all the information. Transfer station, that's one I'd like to have the board, process.
Can we, I know the schedule, can we make a copy of that, put it somewhere so we can see it?
Most certainly can. I
Here,
will,
so we don't have to,
I'll print it off and I'll stick it in here for,
yeah, somewhere just put it in.
Yeah.
That way.
most certainly, I can do that. So I was thinking maybe October 1st before the
Which is a Wednesday?
building subcommittee. It's a Wednesday, so it'd be before building subcommittee, maybe.
I still don't have a calendar.
Yes, I thought of that when we were moving things. I'm gonna order a bigger one. Hopefully it might help to see, but I will get
Write it
that.
down.
What time?
I just know that, I don't know if you planned on doing that, writing down the dates, like Dave used to.
Calendar right now.
I'm sorry?
Oh, for the budgets?
Yeah,
But we have the dates here,
but historically, they used to everybody
What
used
is
to write, the different board chairs used to write
Yeah.
their schedule on that calendar. And it was very beneficial for,
well, I'm looking
I
from,
wasn't expecting it to end.
with the selectmen and budget committee, we have different,
yeah,
what's gonna be approved, we have to approve prior to the,
And
right.
right, you don't see that up here.
I've also been sending out emails, letting people know when they're meeting with the budget committee.
Scott, I have to speak louder because Heidi did mention that, you need to talk louder.
Good.
Say it. I tried, Heidi.
I've also been reaching out to the different departments and committees, letting them know when they're meeting with the budget committee. So thank you, Caitlin, for that awesome first go around for me, and the way you sent that out, it made it really easy for me to do my
Welcome.
part.
Sorry for blowing up your email.
So you wanna do it at 4 o'clock, October 1st?
Yeah, I was checking to see it before work for you, Chris.
Stand by, if you
Okay.
will. So that's essentially 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Correct.
Is that, the only thing I think is that soon enough? Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
What about
that's where I'm going. I was trying to make it easier.
I mean,
where
for
it's
me,
on
the
meeting night.
sooner the better, in my
Me too.
opinion.
Yeah.
How about,
Obviously, we have a lot of research to do. I wanna do our due diligence. Take, for example, as I specified earlier, calcium chloride. We increased that because we knew we had Pine River Road. Obviously, we're gonna have not, hopefully, knock on wood, we're not gonna have that 2 miles, or excuse me, 1 mile of, no, it's 2 miles, two sprays, two spray in both directions, Pine River Road. So there's gonna be a reduction in calcium chloride, but I wanna look at the gallons, the amount of miles that we did, sit down with all those invoices and get that number. Look at our materials list for both winter and summer, and actually look at it and how much we used. And
With that being said, how about the 23rd? I think I could get that information all prepared
That's why I
between
was
tomorrow
thinking
and
23rd.
Thursday. We can do the 23rd we could even do 4:30 on the 23rd because we have no
Yeah,
meetings
there's
following.
nothing
Or
else.
wait, do you have a meeting on the 23rd? Next week, next
No.
Tuesday? No?
No,
no, they don't.
October 7th is.
Yeah,
Alright.
no, we don't.
I wanted
There's
to make
no
sure
meeting.
before I gave that as an option.
Yeah, there's no meeting.
So 4 o'clock, or do you want it sooner, or?
4:30. I'd be go with either.
Whatever is good for,
yeah, if we can do 4 o'clock, next Tuesday,
Let's do it.
3rd.
okay.
Alright, so I'll get something out there, I'll get everything prepared, I'll try to get some, even if invoices for materials and stuff too, if, something like that to kind of prepare for a road budget and,
Because part of the budget process is evaluations across all of our departments. Is I know, like, for Andrea, you got that evaluation form,
Mhm.
that sort of thing.
Yep.
So we want to do the same thing.
Yep.
And have you do those and then go over them. That way we can have the discussion and we've done our due diligence.
of course.
We start to have the conversations about the 3% and the evaluation, the raises and that sort of thing,
Of course, yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, we had, Creighton and I had discussions, and
Yeah.
she's gonna be doing it for her employees, and
Right.
then she'll give us the
I'll
blank,
give you each 3, so you do it for me as well.
so we can fill it out, then we'll sit down with her
Right.
on a non-public session and
Yep.
go through it.
So when do we plan on doing that?
So, well, originally, because, and how Leo had emailed me, he said prior to the budget, so prior to my budget presentation. So I had
Yeah,
said,
it has, yes.
oh gosh, I don't remember what I said, I think I said. Hold on, I'm sorry, I forgot what I wrote back to Leo for a date.
Put a date in there?
I mean, if it's gonna be a non-public, it's not an emergency, so most likely it'd be on a meeting night, which means it would be the 30th.
Said November 11th.
November?
Yeah, but,
Well, he said prior, so I thought he meant right before. That's
Yeah.
where I may have gotten confused.
so I'm responsible, well, English here. Your presentation is the 25th, correct?
Yes, so
November.
4130 is the presentation's on November 25th.
Yeah.
So when he said prior, I thought he meant, like a week prior, but we
No,
can do it,
we're at the end of October.
we can do it beginning of October
Right, oh,
or,
yeah, whatever.
let's see, the
Yeah, I
30th would be the next, or the 14th.
Did you say the 30th or the 14th?
Correct, so September 30th or
So
October
we should
14th.
aim for the 14th.
Alright, I would appreciate that, so at least I have a little bit more time between budgets, sheets
And
and
what time is that?
That would be during the meeting, that'd be,
during the selectmen meeting.
During the meeting.
Yeah. that'd be a
All right.
non-public.
After the meeting or?
Or
Yeah,
before
I
the
usually
meeting.
put it towards the end. I wouldn't be presenting that day,
Indigenous
so.
peoples, TP making, and all that other shit.
Alright, so I'll put that on October 14th.
It's broken GPS day.
Got it.
Real fast before we go to any next line of business, can I just confirm you wanted winter and summer
Materials,
material list?
calcium chloride. And I mean, most likely, the easiest thing to do, Caitlin, might be just to pull the file, you know?
And that's probably what I'm gonna do for the most part.
Yeah, for last year's.
Yeah. I just wanted to have it there. Alright, now I'm all set unless there are any other questions.
Okay. We good? And now what
I think
subject?
so.
Right, salt shed, stump grinding estimates.
So, okay, you have them, like, I know I put them in here, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't have them, so.
Oh, I made a copy myself, I didn't realize.
Well, where's it in?
It's not in here, so I think someone took it.
No, I made a copy. It's behind the, minutes.
Here, give me yours.
It was behind the minutes.
Where'd you see
Say, I
it?
never saw it.
Yeah, I never saw it either. Sure you didn't take the originals?
Positive.
Okay, they were placed in the wrong folder, that's why.
They were behind the minutes. And when I took copy of the minutes, over there.
Is that word in bold, Chris?
I'm sorry?
Is that word in bold? Your reaction to what you just read,
The amount of money, yeah. Anything over $4 is a lot of money.
It's 4, usually it's 1 for me.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where's your name, barbecue? Oh.
Whatever. Well, original, but.
Caitlin, have we put all of the money into all the ETFs?
Not all.
No.
Usually it takes place for their December meeting.
And does anybody recall how much we added to the salt shed ETF or CRF, sorry? Oh, that's a CRF.
Capital
Are we
improvement.
agents to expend? Because we were gonna get a list, a new one of
Right, a
these.
new one, you
Give
didn't
me-
get it.
Give me one moment, let me see if I can see how much.
Whoa. Because the thought process was to take it out of the salt shed.
Right,
I thought it was an ETF, but now I'm seeing it's a CRF, and if we're not agents to expend, we can't spend that money without.
Where's the CRF? Where you see it? Yep.
when we get this one, is it going to, the new one, is it going to have the changes? The EF or CF?
Well,
Do you
you
have
use
those?
CRF.
Oh, I see,
So basically, that's what TF unless it's
right,
descriptive after.
that's right.
Because the transfer station is coming out of that pad. Is there a spray we just can put on that?
Yeah, well, the building? Well, the, part of the discussion was to add height to the walls so that the material stops setting up there. Cause the walls are only 8 feet high, so when you're piling the salt
Right.
up in there, whatever, it doesn't take very long to get higher than 8 feet inside that building. You
Right.
wanna get it back in there.
There's, something like an undercoating or rubberized.
Well, they were gonna do that too.
Just make extra copies.
Salt
Yeah, this
set,
is your copy.
oh, well,
Okay.
I was waiting, I don't want to interrupt him.
Why are we?
Was to add
And,
add up the
pine.
walls so that it doesn't sit up on top of the concrete anymore.
How
Chris.
high was it gonna go? 12 inch? That's it?
10 foot, no, 2
Wait,
inches,
wait,
10 inch, 40 inches high.
Like
40 inches high.
And wood on top of it, about 10 inches.
No,
One more
40
than that.
inches high. To the perimeter, 40 inches high, right? Is that how high they're gonna go? 40 inches.
Yeah, right there, sorry, interior perimeter approximately 4 inches high.
Oh.
Keeps salt from touching the metal building.
I have the answer to whenever you guys are ready for,
Please,
Sure.
so Board of Selectmen are agents to expend.
okay?
And as for funds, it was not a warrant article this year.
Really?
So we didn't add to it?
Mm-mm. I don't know how many years it may have not been one either. I'm gonna have to check into that on other ones and see. One moment, I'll take a peek.
I would suggest we just do this. Rubberize it. Yeah. We can always put the boards on like that. You can utilize the final bit.
I kind of concur. Protect what's there.
Right, so it's
He's
just,
gonna have to.
And I mean, obviously, it's gonna be a little bit more than that, cause this is just, that's material.
that's in, well, yeah, you didn't put the labor in there.
Labor in there and then.
Yeah.
Do they need to clean it off, get the loose metal and stuff off, why wheel it?
So probably
So
another
labor,
$2,000 in labor. 2,500. whatever.
Any use for materials.
well, that's what we were talking about is like, there was an original conversation of, pressure treated plywood. Well, that's extremely expensive per sheet.
Yeah.
So then it was, rough sawn lumber, stacking it up, rubberizing, putting an undercoating, aluminized, undercoating a roof coating on the building itself to preserve it too, clean it up and then put that on and then extend it. So we're kind of leaning towards just cleaning it up and rubberizing it and not extending it now. Because the total estimate the total cost estimate, is $10,800
Extend it.
to extend it, clean it up, rubberize it, undercoat it. For the bolts, material,
So, I would go back to that words and go this route. 4,800, 1,800 labor. This will be what's remaining in the TF fund, CRF fund.
with
we'll
the
just-
compensation and rules.
I just made it.
Oh, yeah.
If he accepts the 1,800, because you're just spraying
Plus
this
we
up.
have this too.
All
They
materials.
cleaned it
Any-
out.
They've already done
They
it.
already cleaned it
They've
out.
already done it.
They have to be compensated for that time too. So that has to be added to this figure.
May I add something real fast? So doing further research, just for the last few years, we have not put money into the salt shed, CRF, and I went up to the warrant from 2022.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We can't put it off because it's already cleaned out, right? Salt shed?
It's cleaned out. I mean, then they washed down the walls and stuff like that and treated the concrete walls. I think now is the time to at least get in and do the rubberized coating on the inside.
as high as you want now, right? You rubberize it?
Yeah, the undercoating, yeah.
Probably 4 feet or something.
Rusty Jones.
But I mean, to do the rest of it, I don't know.
No, we can't do the rest.
So just the rubberized
But
cover?
we'll just have to do a warrant article for next year to address it.
Right.
But I'd like to get the rubberized material on the galvanized steel this year.
Well, since it's empty and clean.
So you want me to reach out to Elliot and just say, can you give us a cost estimate to just do that?
Correct.
Okay, and I'll let you guys know as soon as he does.
Yeah.
I'll have him, send something over to Caitlin, obviously, get the proper procedure.
Yes.
Just have him, tighten up and say, I know it's not the best case scenario, but can we just.
Right.
And I'll have him add on, the time for cleaning out the salt shed to that estimate.
Right.
And if it does come higher, is there another budget that we can look at? Or can we go off the budget actual, something that's extra? Cause this is a preventive maintenance, I mean,
Yeah, it
it's,
is.
I mean, we got a large money invested in that building.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate to see it fall apart. Where the hell's the,
You're looking for.
highways and streets?
Hi.
I did have one thing, but then I heard you start talking, so.
Oh, sorry, just say Leo. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I know with the building subcommittee, we obviously are awaiting stuff from the architect still, am I correct?
Correct.
So do we have a figure in mind for that? For what that
For
might
what
cost?
For his cost? I
We
believe
don't,
we
okay.
put five, no, I thought we put
No,
5,000.
we brought that up to 22.5. That's why I wanted to, kinda say something about that, cause that'd be a kinda contracted service if we go into a
Right.
contract with them for this. But obviously, if we don't know the price, I
Right.
don't wanna mention that. Or
Is that on,
use that.
4130?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Do we
I don't know
use
how
it?
much the architect's gonna cost, and I don't want something to, obviously get messed up, so.
Okay, so we can discuss that later. We'll see what Elliot comes back with.
Yeah.
Price wise, and then we'll have a
And then see.
next discussion. When's the salt have to be in there? When you have to have it?
Before snow flies.
Okay,
Well, we're supposed to get Indian summer for the next 2 weeks.
snow's coming.
January 28th.
Wait, why January 28th? Why that specific date?
You just picked that
I
day.
know, I was just,
I'm good with that.
I'm good too, I'm not complaining,
Can
but
you have Michelle provide new budget to
Yeah.
actuals for us today
it can't be today, but
or tomorrow?
yes.
Thank you, Michelle.
Or before next Tuesday, before the next time we need to approve a manifest. Stumps,
Yes.
are you saying yes,
Yeah, please, go ahead.
have them do the stumps? Or yes, talk about the stumps?
We have stump grinding estimates.
Right. So $2,500, that includes that's for the day, that includes rental of the machine. So,
Can you do all 4 to 5 stumps?
yes,
One day.
yes,
So we're gonna be paying $2,500.
correct. So. And obviously, the conversation was, can you give us a price to do that stump, the one remaining stump that we can remove? We talked about on Pine River Road.
Mm-hmm. I saw it.
And then identified some stumps that are problem stumps when it comes to snow removal, as pointed out in the on Green Mountain Road and Hobbs Road. And obviously, I will have a conversation with a contractor if you guys want to.
Can we do that on the road contract?
But I mean, I can ask him if he wants to do that, the road contractor.
Again,
Because I haven't asked him.
we
if he
should
wants to
probably
try it.
ask him. Yeah, so we'll have 2 quotes.
Yeah.
2 bids. Okay. Yeah, definitely get it done.
Okay.
Please. You agree, Rose?
I'm sorry, what was that?
The
Gonna
stump
get a second
grinding,
bid.
Stump grinding.
not necessarily a second bid, I just asked
Just-
Ron as the contractor.
He's our road
If he
contractor.
Right,
can do it and what he would charge
what
us
you
to
would
do that,
charge,
so.
okay.
I'll wait for Caitlin to return.
While we're at recess,
Yes,
I was gonna say public comments, but we can do it while we're at recess.
Nah, I'll wait for Caitlin.
I was gonna have him talk about beavers.
about beavers.
Go ahead, you can talk about,
I want to talk about beavers.
go ahead, I didn't get it, go ahead.
So I talked to the town trapper. He went down there Sunday to check it out. Saw no external signs of beaver activity outside the culvert. And the water level was at the lower lip of the culvert on the swamp side. So he was looking for some clarity. He also wanted to know why someone took lattice work and just threw it in the woods instead of putting it back up to keep beavers from damming inside the culvert again.
Didn't know that happened, so the road agent's been there a couple of times and cleaned out the culvert in its entirety
Well,
in the last week.
It worked. It's, like I said, the water level is right to the lower lip of the culvert on the side.
To the lower lip?
What's that?
To the lower
To the
lip?
lower lip, almost like I have nothing other than, I wouldn't have any the pound bear shop would not be sitting in water, it would be
So the,
above ground.
so the beaver contractor, did he see any signs of beavers?
No, there was no signs of new damming or anything like that as of Sunday. And like I said, the water level was really low, but I would recommend that we put the lattice work back. But
What type of lattice work did you use?
there was plastic lattice work I think Kevin put up with a couple of old street sign stakes that were being used to hold it in place. I don't know where the stakes went, but the lattice work was discarded in the woods along the side of Farms Road.
I know, I had the same experience with the townhouse, and I used a couple, on the second culvert from Libby. We had some old bed irons, you know, the head of the bed, you know, narrow like this, that's what I utilized, I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, so I mean, the water did flow through the lattice works. It wasn't restricted, and then if the beaver are gonna come back and start damming, they'll start damming along the lattice works, which is easy to break up, and then you can trap them, but obviously it's a lot harder if they start damming inside the culvert, because then you gotta bust that up.
So I have a, instead of using lattice, because probably at this, you know, with the hot winters and all that stuff, I have a, it's like a fence, aluminum, it's probably about this long, 4 feet, with the square pipes, the tubing. You want that?
Well, the lattice work's final, so it's not gonna rock.
Right now, the issue isn't the lattice work. It sounds like,
I didn't see any beaver activity.
Yeah, there was no
outside the
beaver
culvert.
activity.
Yeah, but you still want to put something in front of it.
I would still recommend putting something in front of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Plugging the culvert.
To keep them from going in from that side and damming up inside, which is more work to clear,
So-
as you know.
So do you know who took the lattice work? Was it the road?
no, that's why I said I can find
I
out.
don't know.
I know he was present when it got cleaned out, and the culvert's been cleaned out twice. So rather it was put back in between the first and second time it was cleaned out. And, you know, to identify exactly if there was active, you know, beaver activity, they seem to think there was beaver activity. But you're telling me there was no fresh sign of beaver activity, so.
And the water levels, the lowest I've seen it since.
So I'm gonna check it again when I go home. We'll let it, I'll let you know if, they go back in the culvert.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah.
And we'll find out-
We wanna at least prevent that.
We'll get the lattice work.
Yeah,
Did you pick it up or is it still?
no, it's still sitting there,
Okay,
but it was being held in place by those metal road signs, I don't know what happened to those, I didn't see
Yep.
those metal.
okay, we'll find that out too, and, anyway, I have there's plenty of bent up, you know, street signs out here, that's what we
Okay.
save them for that reason.
Yep.
They can be utilized, cut off short enough for stakes, if you will.
Yep.
So we'll get those put back in place and we'll let you know,
Okay.
so you can notify the trapper.
Trapper? Yeah,
Thanks for the update.
no worries.
Sorry I didn't, wasn't able to answer the phone.
I'm sorry I didn't answer when it was time to stop pouring whiskey.
You can still do that while we're talking on the
But
phone.
at a certain point, the phone just gets locked in my office and that's it.
Okay, announcements, reminder, Budget sheets to be returned to the town administrator by September 25th, next week. Public comments. Yeah, no?
Kathy has none.
A general displeasure for people excavating and timbering at the start of hunting season. With 5 years of it in this town.
Steve, you have any public comment?
The property next door is the timber.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which was-
It's your property,
which was-
marker?
Which was, they also destroyed my property marker, yeah, I saw that, you knew about that.
I observed.
The engineer seal is missing from it, looks like they broke in half on what they did with it. I do have this property markers. I'm not sure it's backwards. But that 5 acres of pine was a nice bedding area for the deer when we started. It's no longer there.
We have a non-public.
Unless there's one needed.
When you-
Wait a minute, we didn't discuss, we did discuss it.
We're done with public comment, so do you want a non-public or not?
No, but do we have another,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Thank
PK
you.
cleanup
I stepped away. PK,
with
back to
JT
business.
on the phone.
sorry.
Good call.
No, thank you, because I even wrote it there and
That's, I wrote it here and I'm like, wait a minute.
I was
real
ready
fast,
to,
I'll make it quick. So JT couldn't make it, they had a training today, but he did ask if, I could pass along this, question or request, I guess. He's looking to see if the town is looking to hire somebody to come and remove the exterior trash from the PK property as animals are starting to tear into it and spread it through the parking lot. He states that he can also get 3 quotes if they'd like. So he's looking to see what the board's thoughts are regarding the exterior trash, not interior, exterior trash.
Unfortunate thing, the trash that got strewn was when they were asked to clean out their units. And there was a dumpster there. And it didn't get utilized, they just threw it
They just
outside
threw it
the
out.
ground. So, I mean, you already know my feeling.
I do, and I feel the same way you do. I said, buyers going up for auction December,
December 13th with a snow
13th
date of
and
December 20th.
buy as is. That's the way I look at it. So,
As in the food.
If it becomes a issue of a public nuisance for abutters or something of that nature, I don't feel that we have an option.
Agree with that.
And then we
We'll deal with it
we
then.
have to do something.
but
Or
most
if
of,
it becomes if it starts to leave that property, if you will,
Okay,
then we definitely, we don't wanna be littering, we don't wanna be
Right.
spreading it
Right.
around.
the wind taking it or
Right.
whatever.
But otherwise, it should be as is, sold as is.
Of course, you're keeping a real good accounting of all the expenses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all that's documented. Caitlin has all the expenses.
alright, so at this time, we are saying no, correct? Okay, awesome, I will get that over.
Can you remind me again where there used to be a counter on there that will let us know if anybody's watching this?
Yeah, they used to-
It used to be in the corner, but I don't see it, but I know it's live and it's going, cause I use my phone.
Yeah, I was just more trying to figure out if somebody's, because obviously, there's been articles in the newspaper that were based on our meeting, so I'm assuming, because
Really?
I didn't see any reporters in the attendance at any of those meetings, so just,
Yeah, there was an article last week. Yeah.
About the, fire truck,
No, yeah, that plus also PK with the auction.
right.
So,
Which way? Uh-huh.
anything else? We good? No non-public? Good. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Please state the time.
5:50.
5:48. 5:48.
5 what?
48.